How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. So today I want to talk about how to get the best centering for ranked play and also pub games as well. And we're going to be discussing the importance of using this in your game. I've spoken about this before in sort of smaller segments, but I thought it's that important that it deserves its own video, and it should help you take your game to the next level if you're not already doing this thing. We're going to be going through some tips on how to practice it, just breaking down a clip or two here and there, just showing what's good centering and what isn't, and how you can sort of apply this to your gameplay. So we'll get right into it now, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video. So first, I want you to take a look at what I'm doing here and tell me what the difference between this current clip is and the next one. I'll let you just watch that here for a second, and we'll get into the second clip. Now, on to the second clip. Do you see any difference in the way I'm moving around, the way I'm aiming, how I'm centering? I'll let you just finish off this clip. So the point I'm trying to make with these two clips is, if we go back to the first one, if I zoom in, you can see that my crosshair right in the center of the screen there is going to be aimed at the floor in the first clip. So obviously this is going to be bad centering, as if an enemy pops out, it's going to be hard for you to snap onto them. Whereas in the second clip, my crosshair is always in the center of the screen, ready to expect where an enemy may be. So you want to be aiming towards head and chest height. You'll see as I'm coming around corners, my crosshairs are automatically onto like doorways, head glitches, walls, anything where you may expect an enemy. Because then if somebody does jump out on you, then you can automatically get the first shot on them if you're already sort of pre-aiming towards them. So that's the concept of it. So here's how I like to practice my centering. So I like to hop into a lobby with bots, and first to warm up I will just sort of run around without sliding or jump shotting and just practice keeping that center where I may expect enemies to be. So as you'll see, I'm sort of looking towards doorways, cracks in the walls, wherever I might expect to see an enemy. I'm not just sort of running around looking at the floor like this. So as I come around the corner, then I'm ready to shoot an enemy. So just do this without using your sort of movements first. This is just going to help really practice it if it's something you really need to work on. And you can also turn off your aim assist for this as well. This is just going to help your aim improve overall as well, basically. But once you get the hang of this, you know, you want to sort of do maybe sort of 40-50 kills on the bots, and you're going to feel quite snappy at this point. Then you can start introducing your movement. Now we're on to using your slide cancels and jump shotting. As you'll see, when you come around the corner, you want to be sliding like this, and you want to have your centered up crosshair straight away. You don't just want to be sliding and then having to adjust. You want to be turning whilst you're doing it, if that makes sense. You want to be ready and centered up if there is anybody around the corner. Now this is going to be the same for a jump shot as well. Obviously you will be pre-aiming in a jump shot, that's kind of the whole idea, but if you're ready center like that, I'll show you an example. Like so. Obviously that guy is a bit further away, but you can also link this up into a bunny hop as well. The point is, you know, you don't want to be just looking in the wrong direction when you're using your movement. The whole idea behind using your movement is to get the jump on somebody, and you know, obviously you need to be looking at them for this, because if you can get the first shot off, then that is going to mean, you know, you win the gunfight sort of 9 times out of 10, unless the player is like super cracked. But there we go. So whilst we're doing all of this, you don't really want to turn the UAV on in the settings for the bots. This is going to allow you to sort of keep guessing where the enemies are, and it's going to help your reaction time, because obviously if you know where they are on the mini-map, you're going to know where to aim at all times. So it's good like that, you know, practice your reactions, practice getting a little bit snappy with it. You know, you'll see a lot of good players sort of doing things like that, where they're just sort of randomly snapping on people. And honestly, once you practice this quite a bit, you will really get the hang of it. I know it seems hard if you're like a beginner player. Personally, I've struggled with this as well, but I promise you that using bots are going to help you. And also, it's a good idea to practice on the maps that you're going to be playing. So if you're practicing for ranked mode, obviously Bokij, your Berlin, Gavutu, and Tuscan, they're going to be the main maps that you need to use. Obviously, so then you're better off playing those than just run around on shipment. You can then get used to how to fight in certain areas, what's good little vantage points, and just sort of getting used to every little spot on the map and how to move around them and how to fight in those specific areas. And I know I've been using the MP40 the whole time. Obviously centering applies to all weapons such as snipers and ARs as well. So, you know, practice with different guns, different ranges, because even at this sort of range, if somebody's over there, you're still going to want to have the crosshair centered at them. So it's a good idea to get used to using all of these weapons and just different parts of each map, like I was saying. And also, if you're in an area like this, you want to be centered as you come to a head glitch. So if you know somebody sat on these bales there, as you burst through the door, you know, maybe slide cancel and have your crosshair centered up and ready. Obviously this takes a lot of practice, can be kind of hard, but yeah, it's just a little example of how to practice. And I promise you, once you spend, you know, a couple hours, maybe just even half an hour, 50 minutes a day of doing this before you play, you are going to feel a lot more warmed up before you jump into the game. So obviously sometimes you'll jump into a pub match on like Das House, something to warm up, and it can get a bit frustrating if you start getting killed off the back. This is just a good way to get yourself nice and warm. So guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I know it was a little bit of a short one, but I wanted to just make it short and sweet so you guys can just get the tips that you need. And I'm hoping that you learned something today. So if you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more, as we're coming back with a lot more videos, especially aimed towards more ranked play and how to improve. Obviously this video was aimed towards more beginner players or players looking to improve. A lot of the better sort of higher skill players or pros will automatically be doing this and know these tips. But I was just trying to help out guys that are looking to improve, so I know what it's like to sort of not be able to get better at the game. It kind of sucks, but yeah, hopefully this video helped. But I hope you enjoyed the video guys. I'll see you all in the next one, and thank you for watching.